Okay, all right. So today we're going to do 1-point perspective drawing. So here I want you to write down on the top of your page, 1-point perspective drawing. I want you to write down elements, vanishing point, perspective lines, and horizon line, because I can guarantee those are going to be on your quiz. All right, so who can tell me what a horizon line is? Joey.
It's where the sky meets the ground.
Okay, good, where the sky meets the ground. So what I want you to do first is on your piece of paper, go ahead and draw a nice horizontal line that is going to be your horizon line. And on the right side, I want you to label it horizon line. Just like that. Okay, vanishing point. What's vanishing point, Lucy?
Where an object disappears.
Where everything disappears into. That's correct. So, anywhere on your horizon line, I want you to make a mark, and that's going to be our vanishing point. Okay? And then perspective lines. That's our last element. What are perspective lines? What are perspective lines, Caleb?
It's where the objects look like they're getting bigger because that's where you are or something like that.
Okay. How about you, John?
It's where the you're supposed to make you look like everything's just getting smaller and smaller.
Okay, perspective lines keep items in proportion with each other as they disappear into the vanishing point. All right? So that's what we're going to do first. I'm going to show you these perspective lines that I'm using are going to be solid. And if you remember, all perspective lines go into the vanishing point because it helps keep everything in proportion with each other. So, and then we're just going to make a road here. There you go. See? Vanishes into the vanishing point. Okay. Now, we're going to make a row of trees. And so if you'll watch, remember that perspective lines go into the vanishing point. These perspective lines are going to be dashed so that you know. And you're going to make three dashed perspective lines. There you go. And I want you to do this. This is going to help you. Because on your final drawing, you need to have a road, a sidewalk, and a row of trees. Okay, get rid of our horizon line over here so it makes it less confusing. Okay, yes. So next we're going to do some trees. And this is where it gets kind of tricky because you don't want your trees to be falling over. So I suggest you drop a perpendicular line. Perpendicular to your horizon line. Just like that. And now we're going to build our tree around that perpendicular line. So make sure that our trees do not fall over. Okay, you're to make the trunk of the tree from the bottom perspective line to the middle perspective line, and then make the top of the tree from the middle to the top perspective line. And then you just keep doing this all the way down. And remember that the trees get smaller as they go away, so you need to make them smaller. Make the trunk smaller and make the top smaller, just like that. You have to make sure. The reason, well, here, let me step back. The reason I want you to do a perpendicular line and then build your trees around that is because some kids get confused and they use the bottom of the perspective line as the line that they should make their trees off of. And then what happens is the trees start to fall over, and you don't want that. You want your trees straight up and down. Okay, any questions? All right, so now we're going to go on to the sidewalk. Let me show you the sidewalk. And this is not right. You don't want to do it that way. Do it like this. All right, now the sidewalk. We're going to do drawing lines into our vanishing point. So what are these lines called again, Joey? They go into the vanishing point, what do we call them?
For vanishing point,
Perspective lines.
perspective on.
There you go. All right. Everything that we do, whoops, that's gonna be too much. Everything that we do with perspective drawing, you're either gonna have perpendicular lines or you're gonna have horizontal lines. This is a sidewalk. So I'm gonna hold my ruler parallel with my horizon line. And then I'm gonna make marks on my sidewalk like this. When things get closer to you, they get larger. So our sidewalk is gonna get larger as it gets closer to us. Those are parallel lines, and they're parallel to our horizon line. Then to show each section here in the sidewalk, we're gonna drop little perpendicular lines. Like that. So either perpendicular or parallel to your horizon line. So in your final drawing, you're gonna have your road, your sidewalk, and your trees. And then you can also add some more things, more elements if you want to this. Let me go ahead and write this vanishing point up here. I want you to add some more things to your drawing. We're gonna go ahead and make like a little tunnel here. All right, and then maybe we'll put some mountains up here. Now we got snow-capped peaks. I want you to start using your shading techniques. Give your trees some shading with your hatching. Maybe you're going to do a little cross hatching. Maybe you make a little squirrel hole right in there. But add some value and things also to your drawing so that it's a complete drawing. Okay, any questions? Okay, Eli, that's good for the 1-point perspective drawing.